Terrible trade for Trey Lance. They acknowledged it. I mean, they've pretty much moved on, and Brock's their guy. So they spent 3 firsts and a third. Let's go back and look at what they could have taken with those picks. They were at 12 in 2021. They moved up to 3. No, there's 3 players. So the Dallas Cowboys took Micah Parsons at 12. The Chargers took Rashawn Slater at 13. Jets took Elijah Vera Tucker at 14. He's really good too. And the New England Patriots took Mac Jones at 15. So the Niners could have had the 2 best edge rushers in the league. They could have had the 2 best offensive tackles in the league, or the best bookends. Or they could have had, mini Jimmy Garoppolo for the cheap. And that's just for starters. Let's go to 2022. They would have had the 29th pick in that draft. They could have taken Cole Strange, who's a starting guard for the Patriots. They could have taken Christian Watson, Breece Hall, Jalen Petrie. And then they would have had the 29th pick in this draft as well. Not to mention that whatever that late 3rd round comp was, they could have taken Michael Carter. They could have had Amon-Ra St. Brown with that 3rd round comp pick. Stud. So I'm saying Jed's over there being like, you know what? It was a worthwhile trade. It's an important position. You knew he was a project. You never let him play. If they hadn't done that trade, if they knew in 2021 that all they needed was Brock Purdy, a quarterback on a rookie deal who they could win with, and they could actually spend these picks on other positions. If they had Rashawn Slater and Cole Strange, or Micah Parsons and Cole, or whatever, would they have won the Super Bowl one of the last 2 years when they went to the NFC Championship game and came so close but lost?
I think they would have they would have drafted Mac Jones off top then, because they were already adamant they were 2021, right? That they were going to go for a quarterback. So I think it would have been Mac Jones if they just put. So basically, it's like, would they have wanted Mac Jones?
He would have got hurt too.
He probably would have got hurt, or
he would have got hurt too.
There would have been something weird with him. I mean, this year, especially the way he got all a little pouty and snapped back. But I wonder if it's because he had Matt Patricia as his offensive coordinator, which I don't blame him.
I have a hot take. I don't think Mac Jones and Kyle Shanahan would have worked at all.
No, just given the way this past season.
Yeah, Kyle's whole thing is he's super critical, no filter. He gives it to you straight, and he does it for the quarterbacks, everyone the same. Mac Jones can't take that. They would not work. They would not have worked. I don't think they would have taken Mac Jones.
So the Patriots.
Yep. Brock Purdy can take it. Trey Lance can take it. Mac Jones can't. So I'm thinking, dude, they could have had Rashawn Slater, and they actually could have had an offensive line that could have kept Jimmy Garoppolo upright, or Brock Purdy. Rashawn Slater at right tackle with Trent Williams on the left. Man, that's a Super Bowl offensive line to me.
Or they'd have picks to trade for Lamar Jackson now. All of a sudden, we have ammo for this, because I keep seeing why is everyone talking about Lamar? It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Why? Because they don't have the picks, number one, and then second, the cap space. But one of them is maneuverable, the other one is not. You literally cannot get your picks back.
Yeah,
that'd have been one thing that they could have done. It's like with him or someone else on the market, there's options there where you have the ammo, and when you go over there just shooting them recklessly like that, and not been staying true to what you've been investing, then okay, now it's a sunk cost. You're kind of screwed here. What do we do now? So again, this is why the last point, the Niners are lucky that they found Brock Purdy and that he was good, because if it was the initial I thought it was going to be when he came on looking like a typical third stringer, it would have been hell. Then all of a sudden we'd be hearing, I can't wait for Trey to get back there. It literally was the difference. That was the difference.
I think there's a disconnect in the Niners organization. I feel like Kyle Shanahan keeps selling Jed York on I'm going to get you a franchise quarterback, baby. I'm going to get you a franchise quarterback, baby. Just wait. Be patient. It's year 7. And I think every owner would want a franchise quarterback. They're marketable. Bobbleheads, jerseys. I mean, they're the most marketable person in the franchise. And the Niners haven't had that guy. It's like a gap in wages. They could be making so much more money if they had that guy. And I think Kyle says stuff like, we just need a quarterback on a rookie deal we can win with. Jed says stuff like, to win a Super Bowl, you need a very good quarterback or one who's great. And I think, and he says we would really love to give one of these quarterbacks a massive extension one day. I don't know that Kyle Shanahan would really love to give one of these quarterbacks a massive extension one day. I think he would like to just have a young guy who's cheap, who says, sir, yes, sir, that they can win with. And I think Jed's going to have to figure that out about Kyle. Kyle's gaslighting him and saying, yeah, man, I got your franchise quarterback. He's coming down the pike. No, man. The star is always going to be Kyle. He's always going to find fault with whichever quarterback you give him. And he only wants someone he can win with so that everyone else can be the star, including him. That's my prediction.
That's a little bit of juicy hot one right there. Not with the little juicy hot Nashville take right there.
That's how I do.
Is it? But
That's how I do.
Well, dude, I mean, you see the way I think, and circling back to your first comment on the first question about what changed, like you guys didn't, I think they were just in over their head because there wasn't like I've said before, like Kyle, like in terms of just like, I don't have the time to allocate or the patience to do this and such like that, which is typical for Met coaches. They want almost finished products. I mean, seeing Kyle Shanahan go, be done with the young guy pretty relatively early or just kind of like give up is not unbecoming of him. It's definitely a thing that's known to him. He does that so many times with other players who are second round picks, third round picks. It's in his code. He does that.
I also feel like a lot of Kyle's losing a lot of supporters because a lot of his supporters are like, look, man, he never had his quarterback. Jimmy wasn't his quarterback. John forced it on him. Wait till he gets to pick his quarterback. Okay, he did. And then it was Trey. And it was like, okay, he didn't play Trey year one. You can't judge it. You got to wait. And then Trey got hurt. It's like, oh, dude, you can't. He got hurt. He was in a monsoon. You can't judge it. And now they acknowledge that he's dropped on the depth chart and he's competing with Sam Darnold. It's like all these Shanahan supporters were saying he's got a plan. He likes Trey Lance. It's going to work out. And now it's like, man, he played me. He has no plan at quarterback. The plan is rush Brock Purdy back and hope that he's the truth. That's the Niners' plan at quarterback, which to me sounds a lot like the Washington Commanders' plan at quarterback with RG3 10 years ago. Oh, man, this guy. We got to have him. Oh, Robert, you got to play. Oh, he's hurt again. Oh, we ruined his career. Oh, well, we got Kirk Cousins.